Today I have a new saw blade. It's supposed to be one of the best saw blades on the market today. It's from Milwaukee Tool. Some people know them as Milwaukee IA. Now I have mentioned many times on this channel, if you're a subscriber you would know this, that I love Milwaukee Tool saws. Their blades, but they just came out with a new nitrous carbide, and to be honest with you, they're going after Diablo. Now usually Diablo blades are my favorite because they last the longest and I put them through torture tests and well, they just come out really good. And at the World of Concrete, well, Milwaukee, they made it known that that was their competitor. That's who they're going after. Hence the new carbide nitrous blades. Now this right here is the new nitrous carbide blade. And you can see they got some holes cut out or stamped out on the side over here, and that's to help keep this thing cool, doesn't overheat the blade, which I think is pretty real nice like, and it should in theory work. But what we're gonna do is put this through the exact same type of torture test that I put all these blades through. Now this is not just your ordinary standard blade. This is good for your framing and such, but it's also good for demolition. That's what they state on the side of the box. And I wanna see how much demolition I can put this through. Will the new nitrous carbide blade be a poor blade, a bad blade, a good blade, an okay blade, a great blade, or a real nice like blade? And I do want to state one other thing. The torture test that I put this through, it's beyond what a lot of people are going to do on the job site. But again, I put every blade through this torture test, and I want to see which one is able to hold up to what I'm putting it through. So let's go ahead and get this started, and we'll see what this thing can do and what it can't do, and if this is the new top dog on the market when it comes to circular saw blades. All right, so the first thing I wanted to do was just do a couple basic cuts. Anything a carpenter or anybody in the construction field would be doing with their saw and saw blade. I don't have any nails, no screws, nothing in the woodage, just the woodage that I'm cutting down through, and it does fine. It's just like every other saw blade. No issues cutting, it's pretty smooth. Makes nice cuts, slice and dicing. Now I want to point out, I am not a blade right person at all. I like blade left, even though I'm right-handed. Like, it's very awkward for me to be using this saw like this. And FYI, shooting with the camera using a saw, that's also very awkward because you can't get in the shot. You have to, cut awkwardly. Anyway, it does a really good job. And this saw, this thing is a freaking beast. So if you want to check this out, I'll leave all of this in the shopping bag attached to this video. But yeah, the saw is great. And the saw blade, yeah, I'm not having any issues with it, with just general basic usage on the woodage. All right, so we're gonna use a whole strip of nails first. We're gonna put it down through the pine woodage, and I gotta apologize. When I do these tests and I really push the limits, I get excited about it, like, I enjoy doing this. It's a little awkward with putting these nails in the woodage, making me blush a little bit. I don't know why. So I just nailed this, but I'm not happy with it. So I'm gonna flip it on its side and then I'm gonna screw it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. See that piece right there? That's some prime real estate for some screws. Some big old lag screws. Let's go and screw that down in there like such. There's number one. There is number two. Well, we go ahead and just screw in number three. Well, there you go. That actually went a lot quicker than I thought it would. You know what? I think I actually got a couple more in me. So there you go. 3 more general purpose contractor screws. So all in all, we got a lot of different nails. We got a lot of different screws going on down through this woodage. All right, let's get this started. We got brand new, fully charged Forge, 8 amp hour on this. Nah, stupid hole in scrap woodage threw off my cut. All right, so you can clearly see that it went down through all the nails and all the screws and everything I put in there, which is pretty freaking impressive. Is it the nicest cut? No, it's not the smoothest cut. I ran these tests and had smoother cuts is what I'm saying. But considering what it went through, it still did a pretty good job, but I want to run it through one more time. All right, so now it's time to check our blade. And well, we are missing a couple tubes. Actually, we're missing 2 of them. Everything else held out pretty good. Let me go ahead and take this off, but you can see all of the teeth, the carbide teeth, are still on there other than this one and this one. I got a close review here. But the one thing I do like about this blade is that all the red doesn't rub off on the wood like a Diablo does. So that's a big plus. But let me show you here a little bit closer. So all of the teeth are still on except for these 2 right here. You can see they're snapped off. I mean, all in all, still pretty freaking good, but. So as far as it goes with the new Milwaukee IA carbide nitrous blades, they're good blades. They're great blades, but they're not real nice like blades. And what I mean by that is they're still not the best that I've ever used, in my opinion. I think it did an awesome job going down through once, and the teeth were still on there. The second time through, I mean, I really use and abuse these things when I'm slicing and dicing, and nobody's really gonna put their blade through that, but it did miss 2 teeth after I was done using it, where a Diablo blade, I can go through 3 or 4 times and I've never had those issues, and the tests are on this channel. Now, if you're just using this for framing, which a lot of people are going to be using this blade for framing, well, then you're fine. And if you hit a nail or whatever in your stud, then you're gonna be fine with this blade and it's gonna keep on going. But fastest cutting, maybe. Longest life, I don't think so. But one last thing, I will say that this is definitely a step up from their previous blades. I like this much better, and I think this performed better from what I remember using when I tested those other blades out for the Milwaukee IA. So I want to know what you think. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Is this something that you want to try? Is this something you're going to use on the job site? You can smash that like button, it'd be greatly appreciated. And check out this video right here. Back with more videos soon.